We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go. 180.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
I'm fine. Ready?
Play action. It's Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow will throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here we go.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And bulldozing his way through. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On third down, Hillman, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 49 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
First down, Cincinnati.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On first down, right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's 2nd and a yard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, the give to Hillman. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. It's Hillman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A handoff, Ronnie Hillman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Hillman. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. On 2nd down, Hillman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A toss play left. There goes Ronnie Hillman. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decided to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
On second down, Hillman.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to run with Hillman. And he stopped immediately there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for him because...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
On 3rd down, right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Second and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To Mixon on 2nd down. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 24. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, 3rd down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? 1190.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He finds Bolden. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
One, ready? 11.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your green.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it, not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's complete to Bolden. Touchdown, Bengals! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. And the Titans pick it up. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, 34 yards. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. It's right, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll keep it on the ground. It's right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Mixon with a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Again, it's Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. McPherson's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now here's a throw that's complete. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This is Hillman on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run with Evans. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now it's Hillman. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Tennessee, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.